Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Rudra. Distinguished fellow speakers, dignitaries, government focal points, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for inviting me and the International Cooperative Alliance, Asia Pacific, to be part of this important consultation. Let me begin by congratulating the organizers, the SAARC Agriculture Center, the Asian Farmers Association, the FAO's regional office, and of course my organization for their patience, persistence, and perseverance. I think it was in January that the discussion started in right earnest, and as things were picking up speed, the pandemic hit. So the organizers had to readjust, reformulate, and reorganize in order to reconvene. So here we are. I'd like to thank the organizers for their continued work. The ICA is the voice for cooperatives worldwide, representing 316 national cooperative federations, individual cooperatives, and government departments concerned with cooperatives across 112 countries. The ICA works with global and regional governments and organizations to create the legislative environments that allow cooperatives to form and grow. And in this regard, this consultation is very important to us. In the Asia Pacific region, we have 109 members from 32 countries who come from diverse sectors of the economy: agriculture, consumer, credit, fisheries, forestry, insurance, and workers. So in short, we touch upon all aspects that impact farmers. Agricultural cooperatives are an integral part of a community social structure. According to the FAO, agricultural cooperatives play an important role in supporting small agricultural producers and marginalized groups such as young people and women. They empower their members economically and socially and create sustainable rural employment through business models that are resilient to economic and environmental shocks. While millions were confined to their homes during the lockdown and other restrictions, farmers and the farming community were busy ensuring there was no disruption in the production of food. Despite agriculture being the mainstay in terms of livelihoods, agriculture today stands at crossroads. The consequence of population growth, which includes aging and not many young people coming forward, climate change, environmental degradation, soil depletion, increasing demand of food, rampant urbanization are leaving resource-poor small-scale family farmers in dire straits. Add to this, governments in the region and most recently in India are opening up agriculture. For example, in India, the 3 farm bills passed aim to free farmers from the shackles of middlemen, provide freedom to trade, and increase the ability to bargain. India has hundreds of millions of farmers, mostly marginal or small family, and this is the same across South Asia, with fragmented landholdings, low productivity, and limited in their bargaining power. In order for them to benefit from the opening of agriculture, they need institutions which collectivize their numbers, increase their scale, and improving their bargaining capacity. The ICAP is strongly committed to the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals and the United Nations Decade of Family Farming. We are aligned with the UNDFF Global Action Plan, which identifies 7 pillars towards improving the family farming and achieving the targets of SDGs by 2030. Let me just touch upon 2 pillars, Pillar 1 and Pillar 5, and the ICAP is coordinating a session on Pillar 2. Pillar 1 talks about developing an enabling policy environment to strengthen family farming. Cooperatives agricultural production has kept up with global growth, but its share of retail and wholesale is declining. The same is the case with farmer organizations. This calls for the need to add value and develop linkages with the market. We believe government should create supportive conditions for developing an expansion of cooperative and family-owned enterprises. However, in opening up agriculture, there is belief that the private sector will step in and take care of farmers' marketing needs. We feel there is need to better define what is meant by private sector, as it does not mean just investor-owned business or large multinational companies, or just because they are registered as companies. Private sector activity takes many forms and impacts on economic development in various ways. An integrated approach to development, economic, social, and environmental, should be concretely translated into a policy that recognizes and promotes the best suited types of business as different actors. And in this, it's farmer organizations and cooperatives require different conditions and incentives to contribute. Pillar 5 looks at improving socio-economic inclusion, resilience, and well-being of family farmers and rural households. As has been mentioned by the previous speakers, the Asia-Pacific region has the largest number of vulnerable population and is the most disaster-prone region in the world. Cooperatives and farmer organizations in agriculture, fisheries, forestry have a large membership base in the region who feel the effects of climate change in a direct way. Be it in health, economic, or any type of shock, the people most affected are the poorest and the most vulnerable. And when health disaster hits, global inequality is sustained and reinforced and paid for with the lives of the poor and marginalized. Farmers also face post-harvest losses to the tunes of millions of dollars. Addressing this calls for demand-driven cold chains, warehousing, monitoring solutions, and market linkages that can significantly boost farmers' income. The demand supply is extremely fragmented because of the small land holding and varies. Hence, aggregation is an issue. Cooperatives and farmers' organizations can aid in aggregation and achieve economies of scale by strengthening backward and forward integration along the supply chain and lowering costs by synchronizing key agricultural operations from field preparation to harvest. Cooperatives also are a network of individuals and organizations which encompass members, government agencies, business partners, and other stakeholders. They are also present in agriculture, consumer, and credit sector. Each of them can be linked in a way by credit cooperatives supporting agriculture cooperatives, who in turn engage with consumer cooperatives. So I think the COVID-19 pandemic has brought to the fore the importance of the real economy and the perils of valuing short-term gains over long-term viability. It has also accentuated the pitfalls of relying on market-oriented models, which increase inequality and translate into lower levels of social capital and well-being, and suffers from unsustainability in economic, social, and environmental terms. The need is for farmers' organizations which can be trusted, which have a transparent governance, and a long-term outlook. The South Asia region needs models that focus on strengthening collective enterprises and small, medium-scale local enterprises. There is need for regulatory framework that safeguards farmers' interests, enabling environment that promotes family farming, and building capacities to generate knowledge, improve socio-economic inclusion and resilience, and promote sustainable family farming. The UN Decade of Family Farming puts family farming and all family-based production models at the focus of interventions to create a world free of hunger and poverty, where natural resources are managed sustainably and where no one is left behind. Let us all commit to making this a reality. I would like to take this opportunity, thank the organizers for inviting the ICAP to be part of this important deliberation. And I would like to wish the two-day consultation the very best. Thank you.